Hello everybody and welcome to another video. My name is Ruby Herbert and I'm a functional medicine certified health coach, and for today's video I wanted to kind of start doing something a little bit different where I just share some of my thoughts and things that I experience, a little bit of anecdotes and things that I just feel are worth sharing. So they're not going to be as factual or educational in terms of health and wellness and fitness, but a lot of this has to do with kind of my own journey, becoming Catholic, or things where I notice God is really working in my life. And I just feel like it's important to share these things, even just the little things that you find in your day-to-day life, because we should always be kind of talking about God and his role in our lives. At least that's what's important to me. So I can see my hair is actually a little bit wispy today. I don't really use any other products or styling stuff, so this is just what it is. It's gonna have to do. But I wanted to talk about my experience in Adoration yesterday. So as a new Catholic, at first it was a little weird to be like, why are we just staring at this cracker? I don't know if that's blasphemous, hopefully not. But it's an interesting thing, but I told myself that I wanted to have this connection, and I really think it's important, and it's a beautiful thing that we have in Catholicism. So I was fortunate enough to be able to go last night and just sit there for a little bit with my journal. And this is kind of where the story comes in, and I hope you guys appreciate it. The theme of this video is let God work. Let God help you. You kind of really have to make a conscious decision to surrender. And I think this is something that a lot of different people talk about, Christians just in general, a lot of theologians and people have something to say about this, because it's obvious it's a very human problem and a struggle we can all really relate to. So I hope this helps you out. I have my journal here, so I'll just kind of read to you a little bit what was going on. But I was feeling a lot of anxiety and tension in terms of things that are going on in my life that I want to, take control of or hold on to and make happen the way somehow I think they're supposed to happen, or just, I'm having a lot of different thoughts running through my head. I'm very much an overthinker and an over-ruminator, so if any of you relate to that, let me know in the comments. And I thought I would just write to God, while I'm looking at the Blessed Sacrament. And I'm writing here and I'm just like, listen, I need some peace, right? I need you to help me relax into your will and surrender to your will and just let things happen the way they're meant to happen. Because all the times in my life that I've decided for myself or thought, this is the way things need to be, it's never worked out as good as the plan God has for you. And I'm sure a lot of us can relate to that. So this next part is interesting in terms of the languaging, because I'm sure I'll share more of kind of my testimony, my experience to get to this point in joining the church, but I did take a little segue down the New Age kind of path because it aligned a lot with the health and wellness industry. So I've talked about this. This is part of why I have this channel and why I want to speak out on these things, because God is the ultimate healer. God has all of these amazing things that he does for us, and I believe that it's unfortunate that the health and wellness industry have a lot of weird overlap in terms of secular and New Age, or just other kind of weird stuff. So one of the things, though, in the wellness industry that's big is meditation and mantra, right? And again, none of these things are bad in themselves. It just has to do with who you're directing it to. So having a prayerful mantra type thing towards God, the one true God, I believe is okay, but you got to be discerning about that. So, but I got in the habit, I'm writing here and I write, I release the tension, I release the stomach twisting, because I was having stomach things, nothing digestive, just nerves. And I release this with a period. And maybe you're catching the flaw in this. I can't really do anything, right? If I had the ability to stop this, I would have. I wouldn't be in this hole, right? And there's a reason why I'm sitting directly in front of Jesus, bringing this to him. And so I didn't let, him do anything. It was I was going, I got this, God, and you're just there. But I had to really kind of stop and maybe look up a little sheepishly and just go, please, And then I start kind of laughing, and I'm saying this laughing because it's not really working. So I acknowledge that me saying these things isn't working. And then the next sentence is, now you're making me jubilant, Lord, because I'm addressing this to him. Because the second I stopped and realized what I was doing wasn't working, and I looked up into the host, I just felt this immediate, jubilant, joyful feeling, and I just started laughing. In spite of myself. Just in spite of myself. I was just laughing at the absurdity that I thought I had control over this. Because I don't, right? And I probably looked insane, just like journaling, looking up at the host and, laughing. But it immediately, on a dime, shifted, and my stomach felt at peace. And I felt less tension, and I didn't have any of my problems. And the whole rest of the night I was fine. I was happy, I was laughing, I was enjoying time with my friends, and I'm laughing even now because it's just so absurd. And so I had to share this because, I can only pray that I'll continue to get better at this, just bringing stuff to God. It'll be easier for me to remember this experience, especially now that I've written it down. Definitely, you guys, I recommend getting a journal. This one is it Look Term? I can never pronounce it. They're on Amazon. They're a little bit expensive, but they're just really nicely bound, really beautiful colors, and I put a sticker here from Baratus Catholic. So this is the Stella Maris sticker. I think it's beautiful. He's got a lot of great stuff. I'll put those links in the description for things like this. But just get a journal and write stuff down. And I'm finding personally it helps to, when I go to Adoration and I just kind of write to God, I feel like it helps connect, and then I feel like I'm being able to kind of receive more things as I'm just kind of writing, without thinking too hard. A lot of wisdom, I think, comes through that, and it helps me out. So if anyone else struggles with letting go, letting this happen, if you're kind of white-knuckling it, I hope that you can find maybe a laugh in my story, and just remember to laugh with Jesus, People often go do you think God has a sense of humor? Or definitely God has a sense of humor, right? And I find that a lot. There's so many times recently that I've just been laughing at me, kind of knowing that God knows what I struggle with, obviously. He's made me a certain way, and there's reasons why I am the way I am. And I kind of do picture him just going Ruby, I'm here, calm down. You've got this, because I've got this. And you just gotta lean on me. So, anyway. Oh yeah, so hopefully the color isn't changed on this. It might be because this is a different clip. I forgot I wanted to add that I wanted to seek some of the wisdom of the saints, right? And see if any saint has said anything kind of similar to what I, was being told. And this one jumped out. I just did a little Google search, around kind of the things what I was thinking. And Saint Jane Frances de Chantal, she says this, quote, "Hold your eyes on God and leave the doing to him. That is all the doing you have to worry about." So again, I'm just blessed that I came across this. I think it's so interesting how these things will just come into your purview and you'll find them. I thought this was very relevant because it's hold your eyes on God, right? That's what I was doing. I was sitting there looking at God through the Blessed Sacrament, and leave the doing to him. That's the point of the whole story I just said. Saying I could do this didn't work. I had to leave it to him. And he immediately stepped in and showed me that. So again, hopefully I'll remember this. Probably it will take my entire life to integrate these things. And I believe that God will help me to synthesize this kind of stuff. But yeah, it's just something to laugh about. But as I said, St. Jane Frances de Chantal, she said that beautiful quote. And I just wanted to share that and leave you with that. With this extra little clip.